know that little thing comes up, but anyways, welcome back. I'm Essentia. This is part 2 of the premiere of Minecraft, whatever I'm calling this series. I don't know what I'll call it, but whatever the series is called when I upload this. Anyways, we were in the middle of building our first house, which pretty nice. What should I make the floor? Probably birch. That's probably what I'll do. I just need to get an axe. Okay. So I apologize if it's dark. Why am I going in the furnace? What the fuck? I apologize if it's a little dark when it's night. I can't do anything about that. The shaders just do that. I have it all the way set on brightness too, so I don't know how to fix that. I'm not too. I usually play Bedrock, so I don't play without shaders.
No!
Anyways, alright, let's get these walls built so we have like a weighty. Alright, there we go, and then we'll put that there. I am a little sick right now, so I don't have strep, but I think I do. I don't know, but I just caught something is all. It's probably a cold, nothing too bad. My niece is actually sick, and I feel terrible. She's only like 1, so it's kind of. Anyways, actually, hold on. All right, let's finish these pillars. All right. Now, this video might go up the same day as episode 1, or it might go up on Thursday, which this video should be... This series is a rather casual editing project for me, so I'm not too concerned. It's just casual. It's like a podcast. I'm just going to call it a podcast at this point. It really is. Just a talk and build at this point, which... Actually, that's a good idea for a series thing. That's what the series is called, Talk and Build. The Talk and Build series. We'll call it that. Fuck it. Yeah, that's good. That's a good name. Actually like that. So, Minecraft Talk and Build. Yes. Let's go. I actually found a name for this series in the first 2 episodes. I was worried it was going to be like episode freaking 15. I'd be like, what's the name of this series? And nope. We found it. So, alright. Anyways, let's get back to what we're doing. Oh, we need to cut down more birch. So, I like that this shader pack has the trees do that, where it, like, you know, waves like actual leaves. I wish Minecraft would do that, and I think they did it in Bedrock when they were testing the RTX beta. And I don't know about the vibrant visual update on Bedrock. I don't know if that one does what I'm with the leaves. I'm gonna assume it does, but I haven't played Bedrock in forever, and I don't have a device that can run the vibrant. I mean, I do, but I just don't want to pull it out. I don't want to go on my Windows laptop. So Microsoft really dropped the ball on Windows. It's just so cumbersome at this point. And I know I keep ranting about it. That's kind of a thing I do. I rant about shit like that. And if I get annoying, I apologize, but I don't know. It's every problem I've had with that computer has been because of Windows, not because of the hardware. Well, that's not true. Funny story. I'm going to tell you a funny story about my gaming laptop. So this is a Lenovo Legion Y740. It is the bigger version. I think there's a smaller version, but it's the biggest one you can get. It had a 2080, 32 gigs of RAM. I actually upgraded it. Originally it had a 1 terabyte hard drive. That one was starting to break, I noticed, and I don't know if my dad noticed, but I noticed, because sometimes games just wouldn't load. Like Star Wars Old Republic is a bitch, so I literally would load Star Wars. It'd get to the loading screen, wouldn't load. I would have to go into like the weird config folder, delete the graphic config, and then it would launch. Once I replaced it with my 4 terabyte SSD, all good. It was fine. So I don't know what the deal I think the hard drive literally was failing. It has an M.2 SSD. It's not that much. It's just for the operating system and some essential apps. I eventually moved SWTOR on there. No, like it. So I get the laptop and I'm like all excited. I'm like, holy shit, I got my laptop. It's here. It actually came early, which made me even more excited. But then it had a defect. So basically, like, I launched Star Wars. That was the first game I know. Out of all the games I test out, that's the first. Star Wars Old Republic. It's not even that demanding. But I test it, and the graphics are all fucking pixelated. Like, it would crash the entire system. Turns out my laptop was defective. I had to get a new one. They fixed the laptop. They actually didn't have to replace it. They actually fixed it. I think they just put a new board in because I don't know. They did something. But then I get it back and they say, oh yeah, and this is what pissed me off the most about it. I think I actually threw the paper that came with it because I was so pissed about this. They were like, oh yeah, we checked it. It's all fixed. You're good to go. I was like, yes, let's go. Keyboard wasn't working. That's right. The lights on the fucking keyboard didn't work. And I wouldn't have been so mad. I've been like, okay, it's an accident. I mean, they're not, trying to bullshit me. If they didn't include a letter that said, oh, yeah, by the way, we checked this laptop 3 or 4 times. It's perfect. It's fine. Oh my God, I was so pissed. I was not happy. I had to send it back again. And they just, they actually extended my warranty by 2 years because of this whole debacle. My dad was pissed too. Like, he's like, fuck this. Like, I don't know. Never, and I know people will harp on Apple, but I've never had this problem with an Apple device. I've never had, and it was ironic. I called their customer support and I was like, hey, my laptop's doing this. And they're like, well, it's because of third-party software you installed. I'm like, no, it isn't. I haven't even installed anything. Like, just the usual BS customer support. They can't do their job. I shouldn't say that, but they're really BSing me. I don't know. Eventually it worked out, so I'm going to stop complaining about that. But it's just a funny story of how I got that laptop, so... Oh, there's a savanna biome? I didn't even explore around. Hopefully this is a good cave. I need a good cave to find some coal. I barely have any. Shit. I don't think there's coal in this cave. Alright, I know we're exploring a cave. We're pretty much done with our house. We just need to put a roof, but I want some more. Oh shit, I better be really careful. Okay. Be absolutely careful when you see those little sprinklings. It looks like snow. It's actually gravel and it will fall on you. And I've had that happen to me. And in fact, I think I had it happen to me on a live stream. So, that was a fun one. You can't watch the live streams anymore, by the way. I unlisted them. I moved on. I was explaining this why, so I won't have to go into it again, but... Alright, we're going to explore this area. Ooh, this is a nice valley. Ooh, I like this. Alright, took some damage there. And yes, we're playing on peaceful, deal with it. This is just a build and chat series and explore. This isn't really... I don't want to fight monsters while chatting away like a chatter. I don't know, is that the right word for that? Anyways. Alright. I'm trying to... Oh, fuck. Okay, let me just do this. Got one coal piece, so hopefully I can get it. Hopefully there's more than just one, which there is, so... We're very scarce in coal right now. We need to be conserving. Well, it's not like I'm ready to find iron. If I found iron, I'd be very surprised. Alright. Great. Okay. No, I'm gonna build another crafting bench anyways. Okay. God, I'm really used to playing this with the controller. I actually play Bedrock on the Steam. This is why I wish it would come out on Steam. They're not going to do that though, but I wish Bedrock would come out on Steam because I want to play it on my Steam Deck, and it does work on the Steam Deck. I play the Android version on the Steam Deck. It works pretty well actually. I'm surprised at how well it performs. You could also play Java with and Java actually runs natively. You don't have to go through a bunch of bullshit to play it. Now, if you want to play it with the controller, there's flat packs in the store that I'm not going to get into it because I don't play Java on the Steam Deck because I have Bedrock, and I'm not too picky about that because shaders I don't think would run well on a Steam Deck. I could be wrong. If you ever played shaders on a Steam Deck, please correct me. I'd like to know more about that. So let's get back to base. We got some coal. So we are 11 minutes in. Okay, so when it becomes morning again, we will start playing. Hopefully I didn't get lost. I don't think I did because I remember where I went. That moon is so bright. I love it. Now, if you complain that it's too dark, I can turn off shaders and maybe get like a texture pack to, you know, make sure you can see. Okay, I went way too far, but I got to where I needed to go. Alright, let's make some more torches. How many do we have? 3. I know I should be conserving. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do that. Keep 4 coal for the smelter. Or I don't know. I don't know why I called it a smelter because it's not what it is. I'm trying to figure out the keyboard shortcut to you know, do all, but I don't know how to explain that. All right. Almost finished with this house. I just need to light it up and get some glass. All right. Oh shit. Okay, and then put 2 here. 2 here. Yeah, I like really lit up areas, and this is just a instinct from when I played survival. You want a lit up area pretty well because survival, if it's not lit up, monster spawn. It's just a instinct at this point. Like, so we're gonna make a door and a step. First, let me. What should I? Actually, I'll do the spruce door. All right. Right, spruce door, boom, and we'll just do birch. Yeah, we'll do a birch step. God, this brings me back to the old days. I'm used to playing this on a controller, so I don't really craft like that, but I plan on a mouse and keyboard this time, so I'm going to do it like that. Alright, there we go. Just to make it look nice, there we go. Probably don't need that there, but... Alright, next thing we need to do in the next episode is build a roof. What are we going to build the roof out of, though? Actually, keep the scaffolding. We're going to get some more stone to build the roof. We're going to build this roof out of cobblestone. Yeah, I really can't see. There's a running... Actually, funny story about darkness. There's a running gag. We have a bunch of running gags in our family. I think every family, you know, has a running jokes about like certain family members and like memories. So one of the running gags in my family about me, at first I was a little pissed off about it, but then I grew to appreciate it because it's just funny every time when the power goes out or something like that. So I'm actually very okay, this is gonna sound stupid. I can't see in the dark, and let me explain before you comment and go. No one can see in the dark, and this is what everyone says. They're like, no one can see in the dark. It's dark, and I'm like, no, you can. The problem I have is when it's dark, I literally don't see anything. Usually, you can see the outline of stuff. I can't. It's pitch black. So I run into shit. And I do this every single time I go to the bathroom and it's dark, or if the power goes out and no one has power. I have to walk with the flashlight from my iPhone just to see where the fuck I'm going. It's like so infuriating, but it's funny, and I don't know why. It's just a funny running joke in the family at this point. Whenever the power goes out, my dad's like, "Oh, he can't see in the dark." I'm like, "Thanks, Dad." It's just funny. And like no one else, everyone in the immediate family gets it. Like, my brother gets it, my sister gets it, my sister-in-law gets it, my other sister-in-law gets it. Even my niece and nephew. Well, my niece is one, so she doesn't understand yet. But even my nephew is starting to make fun of it. He'll constantly say, "Oh, I can't see in the dark." My dad's like, "No, don't." It's like shit. Like it's so funny. And then like when we say this shit around like strangers or like extended family, they just look at us like, what the fuck? No one can see in the dark. It's funny, I was in a speech class for college when I went to college in Florida, and we had to do like an impromptu speech. We had to make something up on the fly, kind of like a stand-up routine, but not funny. But I made mine funny because technically that's the type of speech and he allowed it. So I made a speech about how I couldn't see in the dark, and everyone looked at me like, is this guy like off? Like what the fuck? No one can see in the dark. And I had to explain, and then like explain that I bump into shit and I can't. It's depth perception. It's all depth perception. I just can't perceive depth in the dark. Like right now, I can kind of see that that's a block, but I can't at the same time. And the only reason why I can see it is because my light in my room's on. Like if there was no lights on in this room, I would not be able to see at all. Like I'd see, like other than the game doing stuff like that, where like you could see the moonlight. Like, yeah, no. And it's funny, the reason I figured this out was is Halloween, and we were in a corn maze. It was like this big ass corn maze in the middle of nowhere. It's like an attraction. You go there on Halloween, and we had this competition with our church group, where it was the girls versus the guys. So it was a really cool church. The youth pastor was a really cool guy. I forget his name, but really cool guy. He had a wife, and she would help him and all that. You know, they were very nice. But she took like the girls, and they like challenged us to see who would get out of the corn maze first. Well, I didn't realize I couldn't see in the dark until I went in that corn maze, and we were told, "Don't turn on your flashlight. That's how they're gonna see where we are." And I was like, okay. And I'm like, shit, I can't see in the dark. I didn't say shit because, you know, we're in church. But, like, I was like, guys, I can't see in the dark. I started turning my light on. They're like, no, turn it off. And I'm like, no, I literally can't see. So that's kind of how I figured it out. It's embarrassing, but yeah, that's kind of what happens. Hold on, actually, it's a lot easier to do this. See, I know people do not like that feature, but I thought pressing shift would... Oh, it does. It just doesn't do that on certain things, okay? Still recording. Okay, I was about to say... Yeah, see, I can't even see right now. That's how bad my... I should probably put a light there. God, I'm going to light this area a little more. I know I'm putting an excess amount of torches, but this is the only drawback. And it's kind of actually cool, so... Alright, it's... Oh man, my throat's hurting, but it was worth it. This video was fun, actually. Okay, I'm gonna get started building just a little bit of the roof. Okay, so we are gonna do... Oh, and see, this is the big fucking thing I hate about building roofs, is shit like that. Okay, there we go. It's kind of how I do it. So, pro tip, take your reticle if you don't want it to... Oh, well, I didn't do it there. If you don't want it to do that, my pro tip for you, and this is like how I didn't know this until I started playing seriously, is aim it to the lower side. That's kind of my pro tip when doing roofs. If you don't want to climb all the way up and do the crouching technique, which I hate doing because I just fall all the time, do this. And we're going to go a little over because I really want to finish this roof. But, no, this has been fun. I actually like this video series. It's very casual, tell stories, and build. I actually like it for once. Star Wars is kind of fun, but it's just a lot of effort. I mean, it's not a lot of effort, but like, I don't know. I feel like people don't watch it because of how long it is, and this video isn't any better. It's like 20 minutes, but sometimes videos, like the longest videos in the Star Wars Trooper Darkness Let's Play, is an hour long, like hour and 30 minutes, because it was a flashpoint. Normally, there's only, I think, a couple story mode flashpoints, but yeah, it's just kind of an. I know people don't like long videos anymore, which is a damn shame, because there's a lot of good Let's Plays that I would watch because they were long and they were very informative or entertaining, or, and I fell. Great. Yeah, so I'm hoping with me playing this game I can get a new audience and they'll watch my Star Wars videos, and then I'll get people interested in that game and try it out, because it really isn't that hard to run that game. Like, if you bought a computer past 2015, you most likely can play Star Wars: The Old Republic, depending on what computer it is. If it is a Mac and you bought it after 2020, you probably can play the game. I just want to. It's a great game, Star Wars: The Old Republic, and so is Minecraft. But regardless, it's a great game. I don't know. Star Wars is my favorite game, my favorite franchise, and I'm not too into the whole rage bait culture around Star Wars. I think people need to grow the fuck up and get over it. Don't watch it. That's my tip. I've said this in past videos. If you don't like something, don't participate in it. And I think we're going to end the episode off here. But yeah, if you don't like something, just don't participate in it. Don't buy it. Don't refund it if you do buy it. Like Borderlands 4. Everyone loves Borderlands. I don't blame people for refunding. I'm not going to, because I got enjoyment out of it. But I don't blame people for refunding it. The guy's an ass. So even he said himself, refund the game. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna sign off here. I'll see you later.